This is one of those videos that you're going to want to share with your friends and family, your neighbors. After you've completed this project and they are looking at your lawn saying, how did you do it? Share this video with them. In this video, I am going to show you the steps that you can take to fix an ugly lawn quickly and inexpensively. The first thing you're going to want to do is to lower the deck of your mower down to maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches maximum. This is going to allow you to easily work with materials on your lawn. It'll also mean when you're planting grass seed, the existing grass isn't going to be so long that it's going to need to be cut within a very short period of time. Next, you're going to want to pull some of the thatch up that's on your existing lawn. You can do this by renting a dethatcher, maybe have one at home, but you can also just use a rake. Your goal is to lift some of that thatch and expose some of the soil that's down below. This will allow for a greater seed to soil contact once you seed your lawn. Once you're done with pulled up that thatch, you can bag it and get rid of it, or you can compost it as well. After dethatching, you're going to want to aerate your lawn. It's going to put little holes into the lawn. It'll allow for a reduction in compaction of your soil, and it will allow for water and nutrients to get down deeper. This will improve the growing conditions for new seeds once you put down your new seeds. If you have weeds in your lawn, broadleaf weeds, clover and such, you can treat those before putting down a grass seed if you can find a chelated iron herbicide. I use a product called Fiesta. Check with your local hardware store or garden center and see if they sell a chelated iron herbicide. It's not perfect. You'll normally have to put it down and then about 4 to 6 weeks later apply it again. But with a chelated iron herbicide, you can spray weeds one day and then 24 hours later apply grass seed without it affecting the germination of those seeds. So now that we have the prep work done, it's time to take a look at the products that you'll need to complete this job. Number one is some soil. This particular product is weed-free. How can it be weed-free? Well, they heat it. They heat it like they would compost up to a certain temperature, and that certain temperature literally kills the weed seeds that are in the earth. The next thing that I'll use is my seeds for this project. This particular product is a perennial ryegrass seed. I'll need a starter fertilizer. My starter fertilizer down here. And of course, I will top that all off with peat moss. So there's only a dozen bags of soil here. 27 of these 28 liter bags equal 1 cubic yard. I'm going to need just under a cubic yard to complete this project. So I'll need a dozen more of these bags. After dropping the soil, you need to level out the low spots. You can use something like this, just a basic garden rake, though it's not very wide, as you can see. A landscaper's rake, 36-inch, will allow me to spread that soil out and fill in any of the low spots as I'm going over. Here's a simple tip for you. After I've leveled the soil out, I'll go back over it with the tines side of my rake and leave little ridges in the soil. When I come back and I seed and then fertilize, I'll apply peat moss over top of it and rake that peat moss in. Those little ridges that I created through the tines will actually help to bury those seeds. So now I'm getting ready to drop my grass seed. This is a perennial ryegrass seed. It is 2 kilograms, which is 4.4 pounds. Generally, you need up to 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. I have just around 750 square feet, so I need about 1.5 pounds of this seed. Next up is my fertilizer. I'm using a Scott's starter fertilizer. This is a 10-pound bag that I opened upside down, unfortunately. The application rate for this product is 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet. I have 750 square feet, so I don't need quite 1/3 of a bag. What I tend to do is I will mark the fertilizer bag into thirds. This would be good for 1,000 square feet. This is good for 1,000 square feet. This is good for 1,000 square feet. So I need just a little less than one of these thirds for this application. So behind me is my Scott's Elite spreader. I'm using a Scott's starter fertilizer, and that starter fertilizer gives me a recommended dial setting for the Elite, which is 3 1/4. I actually turn that down a little bit to about 2 3/4, and I will make multiple passes over my lawn with the goal of making sure that the fertilizer is spread evenly and that I don't actually burn my lawn by over fertilizing certain areas. The last product I'm going to put down here is a layer of peat moss. This peat moss will go over top of the seeds and the fertilizer, and of course the earth that was there before. It'll help to keep moisture around the seeds, but it'll also help prevent birds from seeing the seeds as they're flying by and swooping down and eating them. So now the only thing left to do is to water those seeds. I will water up to 3 times a day, 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Not enough to allow the water to pool. You don't want runoff because you don't want to wash some of those seeds away, but enough to keep the seeds moist. I'll turn the sprinkler on and make sure that the peat moss is wet, not soaked. I'll make sure it's wet. I'll know the peat moss will hold that moisture in there until I water again several hours. I'll do that until the first cut of the grass. From there, I'll dial it back to 1 watering a day in the morning until my next cut. From that point forward, it is 1.5 inches of water from all sources forever, until I don't water anymore. And that's it. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on my next video.